Hello, it's Dawn Michelle and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go back to the 90s and we're going to have a total play because I picked up a couple of decks that have like all the 90s feel and I just wanted to have a play with them. So the Grunge Tarot is a deck that I actually picked up, I think maybe a month or so ago, and I think it's by the same people who did the Ask the Witch Tarot. And it does have an outer box. I've gotten rid of that and it's been for right now keeping it in this inner box. Here's the backs, which are like totally retro 90s. My only complaint with this deck, so it's a super fun, totally retro like 90s thing going on here. My only kind of complaint, I guess, originally with this deck was that I was like, oh, but it's not like grungy, right? Like it's the Grunge Tarot. It like embodies the grunge era, and a lot of the artwork in here relates to like grunge bands and stuff. I mean, like that's totally what I look like in the 90s, you know, flannel shirts, torn jeans, the whole 9 yards. And I've actually been kind of enjoying just playing with this deck a little bit. It's kind of like a good mood deck, and it's been fun to play with. And I was kind of like, oh, it should be grungy, like, because it's called the Grunge Tarot. So when I was walking through it with my members, I was like, oh, maybe I should like grunge it up and everything. And I had half a thought to do that, but I am glad I didn't, because just today, so obviously not when you're seeing this video, but just today I was at my local Barnes & Noble and I came across the Extremely 90s Affirmation. There is, just so you know, a totally 80s deck too. So it says 50 cards that combine 1990s nostalgia with power affirmations. I pretty much bought this sight unseen because I was like, yes, please. I mean, you can see the cards on the back. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I have to have that. So I picked up both of these, the 80s and the 90s, and I'm actually really glad now that I didn't do anything to my Grunge Tarot, because like the art styles I think are gonna be completely compatible. So this is, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so much fun. It is a affirmation deck with 90s references. And oh my goodness, look at that. That card just makes me happy. Is your name Mulder? Because you sure are. FOX. Like X-Files reference. I mean, there's so much pop culture reference in this. It's amazing. So if you were in TLC, their big hit record would have been called Crazy, Sexy, Cool, Awesome. Like, it's just, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Like, there's Xena references. It's just like, yeah, I knew this was gonna be tons of fun. The backs just basically, you know, say what it is. But anyway, I wanted to have a play with these two, and so that is 100% what we're gonna do today. I am just gonna throw these two decks down and we are gonna go through both of them together and see how they work, because I think they're gonna be kind of amazing. So I'm not gonna worry too much about what's going on in the tarot, because I do actually want to read all of the messages on the 90s affirmation, and we will probably go through the whole deck. So we might as well just call it like it's a walkthrough of the Extremely 90s affirmation with also the Grunge Tarot alongside it. Okay, so everybody on the whole wide World Wide Web wants to IM you on their candy colored Mac. This is like total nostalgia. Does everybody remember those? I guess we have Strength and the Magician. That's just kind of funny. This is just gonna be a total me goofing off video because that's what we're doing. You've got the power to manifest what you want, what you really, really want. That's amazing. This is gonna be so much fun. You're funnier than Phoebe, more organized than Monica, and your hair only like 110% better than Rachel. Between the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. That's kind of funny. Unlike a Beanie Baby collection, your value increases every minute of every day. These are the type of affirmations I can 100% get on board with. Your aura radiates a powerful warmth, much like Fiona Apple, Missy Elliott, Liz Phair, Tracy Chapman, and the Indigo Girls jamming at Lilith Fair. That's amazing. And look, between Temperance and the Four of Cups. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. We already did the Mulder one, but that's just amazing. Between the High Priestess and the World. Love it. I think this would be such a good mood pairing. I wish I'd had it when I did that video, but like clearly I just got it. So here we are, and this is what we're doing. When people see you, they do the Macarena in their hearts, and if they dare, the Lambada, the forbidden dance between the Ace of Wands and Death. That's kind of funny. Oh my goodness. You're not just fly, and you're not just super fly, you're super duper fly. This video is gonna be ridiculous, y'all, because like in addition to like all the nerdy stuff, I'm totally like a 90s girl, so all of that just like makes me completely happy, and I get completely dorky over that too. Your heart is as magical as a sparkling Lisa Frank unicorn dancing on a rainbow bridge over a blueberry syrup waterfall between the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. How funny is that? You're strong like Shaq, buoyant like Michael Jordan, and a great teammate like Magic. You are a one-person dream team. Between the Fool and the Devil. That's freaking funny. I need to edge this in this lime green. That just has to happen. You radiate joy and delight on the world like the baby sun rising over Teletubby land. That is so funny because like my oldest absolutely loved Teletubbies. We had so much Teletubbies going on in this house. All right, in the poetry slam of life, you always end up winning the espresso cup. Ooh, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. I like that. Okay, these are kind of amazing together, just saying. Unlike Blackberries, stonewashed, baggies, dial-up modems, and teeny tiny backpacks, you'll always be styling. The Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. Awesome. If you were a Tamagotchi, people would fight over getting to feed you, and no one would ever let you die. Between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. That's kind of awesome. Also, that's super funny because I was shopping on Amazon last night and I like saw a Tamagotchi come up, and I asked my husband, like, oh my God, are those back? And he's like, everything 90s is back. And I'm like, yes, I'm so here for it. I might have to get a Tamagotchi just cause. All right. You are so money, baby, even when you don't know it. That's awesome. Between the Three of Wands and the Ten of Wands. That's kind of funny. I'm going to be saying that through this whole video. That's kind of funny. All right, your perfect mix of smart and fun. Like if they could, Calvin and Hobbes would love to look at clouds and discuss the folly of existence with you. Between our King of Wands and our Queen of Pentacles. That's awesome. Today, spread your arms wide and shout at the top of your lungs, I'm the king or queen of the world, because you are. Love it. I actually really like these two decks together. Oh my God, Ren and Stimpy. Okay, you are so delightful. You make small animals wag their tails and dance for happy, happy, joy, joy. Between the Emperor and the Nine of Swords. That's a brutal Nine of Swords too. So that's like, it really kind of takes the edge off some of the brutal cards. We already read the TLC one, so I'll just skip over that one. All right, now is the time to unplug from the information superhighway. Oh my God, I haven't heard that term in forever. Between the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. I mean, that's kind of funny. You're as genius as a Today sponge and even more reliable. Between the Tower and the Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness. If you were like around in the 90s, you have to let me know what you think of this deck, because this just like tickling my funny bone and just making me all kinds of happy. You're a human super soaker of talent, class, and kindness. This is so my kind of affirmation deck. I am loving it. Okay. Groove is in your heart, just like little balls floating in a bottle of Orbit's pineapple, banana, cherry, coconut flavored beverage. Oh my goodness. Do you guys remember those? Five of Wands and Justice. That was awesome. We don't really even need the tarot. Like, I'm just fully focused on the affirmation deck, but like I did want to play with it with the tarot because I think it's really cool. Life is unpredictable as a box of chocolates, but your spirit is reliably delicious and delightful. That's awesome. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Love it. Your potential is so limitless, it literally stretches to infinity and beyond. Oh, with the Lovers and the King of Swords. How cool is that? Little Buzz Lightyear action. You're more popular than blue M&Ms, cuter than a Furby, speaking Furbish, and sweeter than a mountain of Dunkaroos. There's so much nostalgia in all this. Between the Star and the Knight of Cups. Don't have a cow, man. You're awesome. Love it. Don't have a cow. Your soul is as infinite and majestic as the circle of life, and your integrity is as kick-ass as Xena and Buffy combined. Between the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. That's pretty cool. Might have to try to find me some more 90s decks, man, because this is awesome. Clueless, love it. Okay, as if you should ever doubt your awesomeness, like whatever, you've got it going on. Between the Seven of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, I love that. Also, her outfit, yeah. Did that look in the 90s too. All right, if Nirvana could sniff you, they'd say you smell better than Teen Spirit with the Chariot and the Page of Cups. Yeah, kind of funny. You're hotter than Angela Bassett smoking a cigarette after setting her husband's car on fire in the front yard. Between the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. That's freaking funny. All right, you bring the energy of an all-night rave to everything you do. Love it. I'm gonna run out of tarot cards and I just don't even care. We'll just start again. If you were in a boy or girl band, you'd totally be the cute one. That's awesome. I had that judgment there too. Unlike reality, nothing about you bites. Oh my God, I loved that movie. Between the Moon and the Page of Pentacles, that's awesome. Loved that movie. Soundtrack was amazing. Still is. There's literally no one who wouldn't sell their Game Boy to take you out for a froyo with extra toppings at the mall. Between the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, that's kind of cool. Love it. All right, when it comes to being lovable, nothing compares to you. That's amazing. With our Nine of Cups. And then I guess we have our Five of Swords over here. So some disharmony there. If Carrie Bradshaw ever met someone as dazzling as you, she'd totally give up all her fancy shoes to be your BFF. Between the Sun and the Ten of Cups. I ran out of cards, so we are just resetting and we're gonna keep on going with this madness because it is so much fun. All right, your brain is so big, it's pretty much the only thing Mickey D can't supersize. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Those are really tall. I'm gonna take those away. Try to get it a little bit more even. You're cooler than a pair of knee-high Doc Martens, a vintage cardigan with moth holes, white Jackie O shades, and a Kangaloo lid. Yeah. Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So much nostalgia in that card. Love it. Not even Jerry, George, Elaine, or Kramer could find fault with you. There will always be soup for you. No soup for you. Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. That's cool. No soup for you. You're hotter than Uncle Jesse and cuter than Michelle. Hotter than Uncle Jesse? I don't know. He was pretty hot. All right, Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands. That's awesome. You're so fascinating. Arsenio Montel, Sally, Jesse, Ricky, and Jerry would fight over the chance to interview you. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. That's pretty cool. All right. You are all that in a bag of chips. Okay, I still say that from time to time. So, like, it's nice to be cool again. Your inner bling blings brighter than Gwen Stefani with bright blue double top knots in her hair and glittering face gems stuck all over her face. That one was a mouthful, but I like the sentiment there. Between the Knight of Wands and the Star. Yeah, doing your own thing. I love it. If you were Judge Judy, you'd be found guilty of being fabulous. Between our Page of Swords and our Knight of Cups. That's pretty funny. Love it. Love it. You're more fun than a pair of inline skates and sweeter than a brand new tube of strawberry kiwi Comet lip smackers. They still sell those. Between Strength and the Moon. All right, you have the ability to transcend everyday existence and fly without blue pills or even a landline. Kids these days don't even know what a landline is. That's pretty funny. Two of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Love it. You're tastier than a $5 milkshake and more iconic than Uma Thurman and John Travolta doing the twist. Wow, that's some company there between the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Maybe we'll try to actually do a real reading and see how this goes. But either way, it's like super fun. I'm so glad I got it. You have a knack for absurdity and genius, just like the flaming lips rocking the peach pit. Oh, the peach pit between the King of Cups and Judgment. That's kind of funny. All right. Unlike Y2K, oh my goodness, remember that. You will never bring unnecessary tarot to the world and then disappear in anticlimactic obscurity. Absolutely. Okay, let's actually do a reading, shall we? I'm gonna, because this isn't gonna take very long, I'm gonna flip through the 80s one really quick just so you can all see it. But I'm actually really excited to like legit play with these together, because I think even though it's like, you know, tons of fun just to like flip through these and be like, oh, all the nostalgia vibes, like I really am excited to like work with it for real, because I think it's gonna be fun. It's got a really nice matte cardstock. Like, I'm sure that producers of this deck like really didn't think about this kind of stuff. I think it's a novelty thing. I don't even know who it's by. Knock Knock, limited liability. So yeah, it's a novelty thing, but that's cool. Like, we can take novelty and we can turn it into something fun, and then something that we can actually work with. And I'm totally gonna edge it in lime green. That's gotta happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually pull and do a little reading. So let's pull a card. We got your soul is as infinite and majestic as a circle of life, and your integrity is as kick-ass as Xena and Buffy combined. Love that. Okay, now let's pull a couple cards from the Grunge Tarot. Let's see what we get. Haven't really worked with this one. So we got the 10 of Swords and the High Priestess, and let's pull one underneath, the Ace of Swords. Sorry, tried to fix that a little bit for you, so you can see all the cards. I really love, actually, there's this huge sword energy going on in this reading. So like there's a lot of mental energy actually. So we're looking at that 10 of Swords and that Ace of Swords, that traversing the in-between. You know, generally when I do a little 4-card reading like this, I've got my focal point. I've generally got like what's kind of going on underneath it. Maybe what I am needing to leave behind and what I'm moving into. So like I need to really pull that Xena Buffy warrior energy in to kind of let go of this 10 of Swords energy to really step into this Ace of Swords, that potential of thought. And that's going to really open up this space into the High Priestess. So like, I love this. It actually does work really well as like a legitimate reading. And I am 100% going to be playing with these because I think they're actually really awesome. And I actually really like the messages. And of course, I really like the references because, you know, that's like my, you know, my teenage years were in the 90s. Okay, just for fun, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the Totally 80s Affirmations deck. Here's the backs. Oh, this one's going to get edged in hot pink because yes. It says with love from the 80s. That's awesome. What did the back of these say? Oh, just with love from the 90s. Like, I love the green. Like the green, just like I'm going to edge them both, I think, in lime green, because that's just going to be perfect. And then hot pink. Okay. Let's just take a flip through these really quickly because like I just can't. I just have to look at them. Nobody puts you in a corner, baby. Also, you'd hella nail the jump lift on the first go. Amazing. If you dropped in on I can't even get through these without giggling. If you dropped in on Pee-wee's Puppet Land, you'd be like the most magical person ever. If your charm were a drug, even Nancy Reagan couldn't say no. Okay, like 90, I was born in 78, so like 80s is like my young childhood and 90s is like my teenagers. So like all of these just totally work for me. You could totally kick Cobra Kai butt. Your crane kick rules and nobody can wax on, wax off like you. The only thing Justice Sandra Day O'Connor or Judge Wapner could find you guilty of is being deadly cool and bad to the bone. These are amazing. You're so hot you could melt the Iron Curtain faster than a DeLorean with 1.21 gigawatts of power going 88 miles per hour. Time traveling back to the future. These are amazing. Like pretty much everybody in the world wants to stop and melt with you. Your soul goes up to 11. The universe has your name in cute bubble letters doodled with hearts and stars all over the cover of its favorite Trapper Keeper. Yes, please. Loved the Trapper Keeper. You don't have to stay gold. You are gold. Solid gold. You will achieve your dreams in passion and glory, for you have the eye of the tiger. Love it. Pink glitter jelly shoes are super jealous of your sparkling personality and ability to bounce back no matter what. So jelly. You're cooler than Teen Wolf doing air guitar or car surfing on top of a speeding van. Love it. You're so smart you could solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds blindfolded while crimping your hair and chewing on an entire pack of Hubba Bubba. Yeah, how did we do that? You are strong and beautiful, and if the sky could turn all purple and people were running everywhere, you would be laughing in the purple rain. That one was a mouthful. In the rap battle of life, your rhymes are so bionic, you are truly supersonic. If you were a Cabbage Patch doll, your name would be Awesome, Radical, Totally Tubular McFly. Love it. The whole world is holding up a boombox blasting in your eyes just for you. This one is really cute, but I don't think it's quite as good as the 90s one. But that just could be that that's just more of a connection for me. You've got a super cute rom-com-y way of making people exclaim, I'll have what she's having. Okay, that's a good one. All the arcade goons wish they were as good as you at Miss Pac-Man. Absolutely. Your moves are more bitchin' than the windmill, the robot, and the Molly Ringwald combined. You could, like, totally beat the top score in Super Mario Brothers with one hand tied behind your back while eating a bowl of Smurfberry Crunch. Oh my god, I remember Smurfberry Crunch. E.T. wouldn't even bother to phone home. He could live with you. No, thank you. I wasn't a fan of E.T. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole story. You'd look rad with a mullet or a mohawk or mall bangs teased and aquanetted to heaven. Oh my goodness, yes, so much aquanet. You've got a head for business and a bod for sin, or whatever you want. You're more treasured than a sweet-ass sticker pack filled with the raddest, puffiest, shiniest stickers ever. I still freaking love stickers, y'all. If you were a mixtape, you'd be straight out at awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Everybody in the valley thinks you're the raddest Rama for sure. Your future's so bright, you gotta wear shades, like for reals, and a bunch of zinc oxide on your nose too. Yeah, the only thing people want more than their MTV is to veg out and eat Cool Ranch Doritos with you. Like, MTV's not even a thing anymore, is it? I mean, I know it's like literally a thing, but it's not the same. The brains, the athlete, the basket case, the princess, and the criminal all want to ask you to the prom. Aw, Breakfast Club. Not even Tony Danza is the boss of you. Love that one. Of course, everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came too. Oh, that's good. Ferris Bueller would definitely take a day off with you. Oh, and lead a parade in your honor. Love it. Just like Sally Ride, Grace Jones, and Jane and Lily and Dolly in 9 to 5, you're a total trailblazer. You are mega fun, mega cool, mega awesome, and mega sweet. If you were a Care Bear, you would be Self-Care Bear, and there would be a bubble bath patch on your beautiful belly. You can really rock a banana clip side ponytail and leg warmers. You are smarter than Alex P. Keaton. Oh my goodness. If you went on Star Search, you'd totally win. Duh. Unlike stirrup pants, jazzercise, giant shoulder pads, and car phones the size of a shoebox, you'll always be in style. There was a similar card in the 90s one too. The cosmos pity the fool who doesn't recognize your bodaciousness. You're so brave. Everyone knows why you inspired the Goonies to never say die. Right? Goonies never say die. You couldn't be any more bitchin' if you were driving a baby blue Camaro in a satin baseball jacket with a giant comb sticking out of your back pocket. Oh my god, you're so clutch. Michael Jordan would probs pay you to sign his shoes. That's awesome. You're more fun than drinking ice-cold California coolers with the California raisins on a sunny California summer day, which is really funny because in the 80s, I lived in California. You dazzle everyone you meet with your power, grace, and serenity, much like Greg Louganis on the 3-meter springboard. If you were on Oprah, you'd make the audience cry inspirational tears of joy to the max. You're hotter than a hot welder who's also a hot dancer in a hot ripped sweatshirt and leg warmers who can remove her bra without taking off her hot ripped sweatshirt. I mean, who can't? The universe loves you even more than Garfield loves lasagna. That's amazing. Okay, so those are really fun. I do really like the 80s ones too. Like, so much nostalgia here, so much fun. But but like it's really all about this little combo for me. Yeah, a little grunge tarot, a little extremely 90s affirmation, both of which I'm gonna be edging in some lime green, but I do really like the 80s affirmation one. Okay, so that was just a total random play, just for fun, because I just wanted to play with these decks. So anyway, I'd love to know what you think of these. Like, is it something you'd work with? Because I like legit am gonna work with these, right? Like totally. As always, I'll post links for everything I've shown here in the description box of this video. Thank you so much for totally hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to sharing with you again soon.